It's been a while, Twitch. I don't even know how my audio is. So, GG. It's been so long since I've been here. Okay, we got. Okay, that's pretty good. It's pretty decent. I could actually change this to 100. Okay, okay. Let's put that aside. While we sift. Yeah, let's do that. Let's miss that. Perfect. So we're working on bulk as usual. What we're doing right now is just separating hollows in reverse. So we got a few hollows in reverse on this bulk and getting rid of all the collar energy cards as well. These are really good. These are all Ascendant Hero, which is super nice. They sell really well in their store, so keep that. Got some other stuff here as well. Oh, another little upside down. We'll figure that out later on. Now we're doing a little bit quick cleanup, just getting rid of all the hollows in reverse, separate them from the commons and uncommon. And once we're done with that, we can go ahead and start sifting the valuable card. We're gonna do. Got a little bit of that done. The next one is. There we go. Should be simple and easy. Right. Trainers. Energy card. I'm seeing a lot of good card already from this bulk, so I'm very happy. We paid no more than maybe. Well, we buy them at 10 for 1,000. So it's on the hollows in reverse. Just get mixed in there. So very happy with that. I pay up a little bit. I do pay them gas for dropping them off at my location at my warehouse. Other than that, that's kind of how I run this. A couple of bucks. I made a couple of bucks. Wait to rotate inventory. It's been working really well. So I'm gonna continue doing what I'm doing. And it's been fun. And I think that's one of the most important things. If this business wasn't fun, then I wouldn't be doing it right now. There are times that I get a little stressed out because of the amount of inventory that I gotta work with and tons of packages that I gotta pack throughout the day when you're dealing with bulk like this. Um, we're looking about closely to 300 cards that goes out every single day. That's pretty crazy. I'm pretty happy with that number. I want to be at roughly above $80 of net profit every single day, and it's been very good. I mean, we've been hitting $300 every single day, and it's been super nice to see that. And hopefully, as we expand and we continue to build, hopefully we could see some number. As of right now, with sales being like this, it's been so good. We're gonna hopefully we can hit that number, and I think we will. I think we're at that sweet spot to hit that number. So hopefully we do. Um, Hopefully we do. Got a lot of these side ducks. These side ducks sells really well in my store, so those are the ones that we need to pay attention on. But yeah, some few hollows in reverse. Okay, pretty good. And these cards are on their sleeves. We like to de-sleeve these because when we scan them, it's a lot easier. So let's de-sleeve these cards. There we go. Very simple, very easy to do. A lot of Pokeball patterns and energy pattern, which is super good. Those are the kind of stuff that we work with in the store. So super nice. Not all of these are gonna go in the store. The only thing that list them all card right now. Deborah Force, Obsidian Flames. Those are the cards that I'm currently looking for. I'm trying to stay away from the modern cards. Ascendant Hero is super good though. I will continue to pick our Ascendant Hero, and I will continue to have them listed on my store because they do really well in my store. So I'm happy with that. Okay, so these are all pretty much garbage. This goes to the trash. I could scan these, but no, we're not gonna do that. We just go straight to the trash. It'll take more time. Efficiency is key, and we want to be as efficient as possible when it comes to running our business. It is one of our number one rule. Uh, but yeah, as you can see here, a lot of these cards are upside down. How do I deal with upside down? Well, that's the reason why we use the tray. The tray has been sorting tray has been one of our best friends when it comes to like sifting bulk, organizing bulk, because they do help a lot. So as you can see here, that's exactly what I'm doing right now, just smashing through all these bulk. I mean, this is about 500 bulk. We cleaned it up, and now we're just making sure they're not upside down. And it looks like majority of these are really good. Super good. Happy with that. Let's double check this. Super good as well. We can move that aside. Seeing Raichu, Pikachu, Psyduck, Golduck on this bulk, I'm very happy. Those are the stuff that sells really well in our store. So I'm trying to keep an eye on those because they're money. We listed about 1,000 cards today. We haven't listed anything for almost a week, so it was nice trying to smash those number up and get some more listing today. We're currently at about 20,000 listing. Very happy with that number. We want to up that to about 40,000 by end of this year. We can do it right now. We'll have to put our store on vacation mode if we really want to do catch up into 40,000 listing, and it's gonna be a while because then we gotta go through the whole entire inventory change and right now my inventory could only fit about 40,000. So right now I'm trying to get all my rare stuff done. But all that rare stuff is done, then we could focus on um, adding more of the common and uncommon stuff. Sorry. Okay. So right now what we're gonna separate. Well, we're actually gonna just go ahead and sip the valuable card, the desirable card, the cutesy card. There's mainly the playable as well. So those are the four things that I follow when it comes to sifting. Light ball, very popular when it comes to playable. Nice scratcher, Chikorita, Drippy, Pokey, Pad. You like a few of the Diglett, cutesy card, Charmander is very popular. Playable. And not all these cards are gonna go. Usually I'll take this card with me, but no, because we have a ton of those cards. See, I'm skipping a lot of the other stuff. Tenemu, we need that as well. Skitty, we need that. Tepig. I usually, we'll get Bellsprout as well. Urban. Nope. As you can see the pattern here, Ford Vitality. That's a yes. So a lot of these cards are all going to go to my store. We have a dump pile or a death pile, we call it in the eBay world. So that pile is going to get built up. Some of these are actually being sealed and being put into our storage unit. What's going to happen is over time, the longer these things sits, what I noticed when it comes to Pokemon, anything that is 8 months, 6 to 8 months old, when there's no longer a reprint of that product, it becomes very much a very popular chase. People are hunting them down for there's a new audience to the hobby every single day who's trying to build their inventory. So it's nice to just always keeping an eye on those. Those are the ones that I like to keep on my store, as Pikachu is very popular. That's also a good one to have in your store. But yes, yeah, pretty cool. Psyduck as well. That's one of the other very popular low end cards that everybody's grandma's looking for. We like to pick this up, and hopefully we can pick out as much of these cards today. And then you can see there's a lot of good cards I'm already pulling from this bulk. So Ascendant Heroes never disappoint. It's always good. It's always good. So yeah, Purdue, Bertini. I usually, we'll do the card because I don't think we have any more of those. I'm gonna put this on the side, on the left side there. That's our good bulk. Again, we got the bad bulk. There's not many bad bulk, which is not good as well because because we sell them as well. We make profit from selling the bad bulk. Um, I guess we'll try to take all the good bulk in the bad bulk, right? Once we build up a number of bad bulk, we could rotate that. We pay $10 for 1,000, and we sell them at 44.99 back to eBay plus shipping. Um, so we're making a pretty good chunk of exchange. So we're sifting the bulk just like the way how we're doing now. As you can see, I do this very quick because I have done this 1,000 times. I no longer even bother looking at this in a way of like, oh, is this worth 2 cents, 5 cents? I already know that this cards will eventually sell. Not all of them will sell. That's why we re-audit our store every end of the month. Go back and look at some of the stuff that's been sitting there for a while. We do we relist, delist. That's kind of the trick when it comes to recreating a codes and algorithm into your eBay store. We don't deactivate listing because we know eventually at some point these will sell. Might not sell instantly today, but Pokemon has a very good sell-through rates. Even all these little single stuff that I'm pulling right now has a very good sell-through rates. The low and 99 cents card are very popular in eBay. Same goes with TCG Player. They have a pretty large audience of people that are looking for these stuff, that's constantly buying these stuff for their collection, for their what you call it, their playable, for their deck. Excuse me, not playable, for their decks, and that's kind of the reason why we like to populate some of these things into our eBay store. We have created a very good reputation in eBay. A bunch of repeat buyer coming back and using our inventory and coming back to our store to utilize a lot of our variation cards for their decks or their master sets. We don't list everything in a way. We focus again, like those three things that I said: playable, desirable cards, cutesy cards. Those are the things that I like to pull from the bulk. But like I said, not everything is gonna be pulled if we already have a number of those bulk. We want to be as efficient when it comes to the number of inventory we have listed. We don't want 20 or 100 of the same card listed. So you just kind of get the idea there. I believe we sifted these both already. These are really good cards, so I'm not gonna bother. I'm just gonna put them on the side here. Now this is bad ball. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this together here because we're gonna also, we're gonna do these now. Let's go ahead and do it. So what I usually do is I separate them by alphabetical order. That's exactly what I'm doing now. Um, I guess it's fun, and that's kind of the main reason why I do this. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't fun. Probably be doing something else. I have fully committed that this is a business. This is no longer just a hobby anymore. So I like to have that in the back of my head. I'm building this as long term, not just a short term walking up thing. I have a pretty good large experience in eBay. I've been in eBay for almost 7 years, kind of on and off. Did a little bit of the past back when I was in high school, but just a tight bit of selling random things, but never get really far. Really got started when during COVID. That's kind of when it really helped. Well, I got into it, and it's just the history of it, So I learned plenty. I got to multiple burnouts, so I'm very familiar with that as well. I think I have crafted and mastered the art of burnout. Well, now and then you know, I'll still struggle, but that's normal, right? That we're just human at the end of the day. But one of the biggest thing that I had learned is just cluttering. Find stuff around the area, clean. That's what I did. I cleaned the inventory at the back, and it's a lot better now to look at. I'm not struggling or fighting myself to get to the section. So stuff like that, those are one of the things that I like to take note of every time I'm starting to get a little burned out. I like to declutter, just throw away a bunch of stuff that I don't longer need. Even though I need them, I know I get access to them, but I know they're gonna sit there for months to weeks. I'll just dump them and throw them away. So And you might say it's losing money. Well, it's we'll just gain more money, right? We'll make more money to get more of those. It's not needed right now, so it's sitting collecting dust. Why would I keep it there when I could just get rid of it, donate it, whatever it might be? Uh, I could get a little overwhelmed. Good night. Wow. Yeah, we did all that pretty quick. Shadow, Bennett, more shadow. Bunch of Espers are very cute cards. This cutesy card. Sudowoodo, very popular in the store as well. Try it or throw it away? Chocolate? Caramel? Nope. What the trying to feed me? Oh, nasty as hell. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to feed me some chocolate that tastes like crap. All right, Vulpix, Roki. I need to put some lotion on my hand because there's not sticking in. Pika pika. I know the amount of gamblers on Twitch now, it's crazy, dude. Like even here in the Pokemon world, like the rip and ship thing, it's pretty wild, man. Like, people will do anything for for the hobby. Wild, wild, man. It's crazy. These people got money, People got that money, money. I know it's the fastest way when I was sifting bulk was I was combining uh, electric type. Super nice. Makes it very, very easy. I need to actually let me take this to the alpha section. Hollow in there. Shadow, Esper, Marshada. It's a very cute Esper. Very popular Pokemon right now. There we go. We're doing pretty goddamn good with sifting here. We're not slacking at all. We're pretty good. Rotom. Slurpuff. What in the world? We got Larry. bunch of CD as well. Harry, Adino, Elmize, C dot, Nisty, Candy Gas, Exile, all playable cards. Alright. Smoothies. It's time to get very much overwhelmed. We definitely need to fill out what do you call this thing? Our common, uncommon, because we have a ton of cards there. Vista, Alpha, and Bravo. I think we're good with that. I'm not gonna touch that. We got a little bit of a hollow. We got some hollows in reverse that I want to work on here. First, let's separate the all in reverse. Very simple, easy. Anyone's grandma can do this. See here, bunch of hollow in reverse being separated. Again, like I said, anyone's grandma can do this. So that's that cosmic hollow, isn't it? Nope. Yeah, I'm doing this how quick this is. Now and then we'll make a little mistake, but that's normal. Some of these are upside down. Imagine making $200-300 every single day by selling Pokemon cards, like low end 2 cents, 3 cents card that we sip from bulk that we pay $10 for 1,000. That is literally what this is right now. What we're sifting off of a bulk. So pretty happy with our eBay result. The last couple of months has been amazing. Even though during the summer was a little bit of a pain, but you know what? We have learned plenty during summer, so we're just gonna continue learning. There's no other better way to learn but to just be consistent. And again, this is a trial and error business, building it up in a way that works for me. Uh, yeah, and I like to, every time on Instagram, I get asked about like how to do this and that, give them the blueprints, and then next thing you know, they just end up quitting. It's not the system, or it's not the eBay tools or anything like that. It's you is the problem. You got to create a system that works for you and polish it. You could copy people's system. There's a lot of YouTube videos out there how to set an inventory system and stuff like that. How does the SKU system work? And just copy that design and polish it the way how it works for you. It's the best way to learn. It's just observing how other people does it, and then apply that to your business. And it doesn't even have to be about Pokemon. It could be anything really. I mean, I kind of feel like I've done pretty much everything. It goes to like business and stuff. I like always trying new things. This is one of the new things that I'm trying now. We'll see how this thing goes in next couple of years. It's been great. We're about to hit 2 years. Well, we're about to hit 1 year. We actually started in September. Actually, September 1st. We no September 22 is when we started. Excuse me. We decided to transition from our clothing business to trading card business. And that was we started that on the 1st of September, but we didn't actually start listing anything till September 22 because I remember that day when we started. But I've been in eBay for almost 7 years, so I've been I've been on this field for a very long time. Started as a hobby, which still is a hobby, but now I like to kind of treat it more as a business because it is. We are making a ton of revenue. Um, this little sifting bulk, it's been fantastic. So, all right, we got more here. We're actually not done yet, but we are building up a pretty good amount of. So another question that I've been asked is what do I sift out of the bulk? Well, the hollows, common, the hollows in reverse are usually the stuff that I like to separate from the bulk. But all the anything out from the common and uncommon, just the regular foil cards. There are three things that I'd like to pick up from there. Well, actually four. One is the cutesy cards. Two is the playable cards, and then three out there, or four is just the artwork of the artwork of the card. If it looks cool, and I see a value that it's not always about the value of the card. It's about the sell through rate of the card. Like how desirable is that card? And when we look at it, how often is that card is being sold on eBay? Because the goal to this is to attract a buyer that is willing to sit in our store and buy multiple lots of, of cards, and that's kind of the goal, right? So that's kind of the main reason why I don't aim for the highest 25 cents, 50-cent card from the bulk. I follow the different paths than a lot of people do. And I know some people are getting into this as well. There's also people that list everything. I try to stay away from that. If you're starting, if you're new, I guess it's great. You can start from there, and it's the best way to learn. But you're gonna leverage, and if you're looking to do this for a long time, listing everything could definitely put a lot of muscles into your time. So I won't really recommend it. Um, Once you hit 10,000 listing, you're gonna start to realize how much of a wrestle when it comes to like pulling orders and stuff like that. So it's if you're starting and you can't get a hand of inventory where you're located, then just list everything. But if you're gonna leverage like I do, you expect and you want to do this for a long time, and you want to start sitting. Or another thing, if you're new and if you're trying to start something, just start slow, man. Don't jump into the big thing, the big stuff right away. Just learn some of the basic stuff, and you guys just gonna get good at it. I think the one thing that I tell people to get familiar with is some of the tools that a lot of these reseller uses, right? Like Nifty, Cardboard Uploader. You got SwordSwift, TCG, all these stuff that everybody uses these days. Pick one. I think right now the best one I'd say would be Cardboard Uploader. It's $10 a month. You can go wrong with that. The SwordSwift is the second one, very popular as well. That a lot of the content creator uses. I try not to follow the wagon, but I had tested SwordSwift. Pretty good tool. I like it, but I'm sticking with Cardboard Uploader and some of my other AI tools that I use, and my app script that I use, and other AI stuff that I have built on my own. Um, but yeah, nothing else more than that. Yeah, use what works with you. There's a lot of people out there that still, very not supported when it comes to using AI. It's funny, growing up, my parents used to say the same thing about the internet. And look at that, you know, years later, look at everyone's using it. Like, so I don't know. I mean, once eventually people are gonna start using AI. I use it every single day. Like I use app scripts for my AI tool for a lot of our coding. Even our server system that we use is coded with AI. So everyone's grandma is going to be using that in the next 2 3 years. I promise you. Everybody is using it already, but I think the next 2 3 years it's going to be even worse. So I still don't know why people are get very grouchy or get very upset when it comes to other people using AI. Get over it. Grown ass man or woman. All right, alphabetical order F. Lana. Jinx. It's all reverse hollow, which is super good. For some reason, reverse hollow seems to sell way better than hollow. There are certain hollows that sells, and they sell a little bit slower compared to reverse hollow. Reverse hollow seems to be the most popular when it comes to foil type because it just look better when it comes to being in the binder and everything. Not many people are a big fan of the hollow version. Everyone's mother trying to get themselves into just the reverse hollow. Doing the tune very Ariano. Yeah, Gotti. Such a nice card. Bishop, Onyx, Mantine, Caterpie. Heck yeah. Spiritomb, Mencino. Yeah, I was just looking at the design of my inventory system and I compare it to how everything was 8 months ago. It's just really is insane. Just crazy, and especially now with all the other tools that we use. Right now, my eBay store is pretty much 60 to 70% automated. The only thing that's not automated is buying and sifting, and that's it. And pulling orders. Those are the only three things. The hardest part of them all is not sifting, but lifting was a little bit fight to deal with, but now that kind of eliminated with AI tools and stuff like that. Sifting also has gotten easier, so that's why I say 60 to 50%. But I think I'm higher than that to about 70% now. Especially everything has gotten so much easier. As you can see, man, it took like 2,000 bulk already, and it's only been uh, 30 minutes since I've been live since I started this. So pretty goddamn good, to be honest. Pretty goddamn good. Back then, it would have taken us hours just to do 1,000. Now it's just a lot easier now. But we eliminated some of the issues and we added some few tricks into the systems, which is super good. It makes it a lot easier for us to navigate, and also when it comes to moving things around. I think that's one of the most important thing is recognizing how are you moving things and how are you packing stuff like that. I think that's also a lot of what these whatnot sellers struggle to do is there's AI for you to use to implement how to pull your orders, creating a CSV where point A and point B, where to find this card, where should this card go from point A to point B. There's just method ways of having AI to provide you all this information. Um, Super, super, super simple and easy. Every time I'm pulling an order, I download the shipping label and I upload it to my AI. I tell AI organize this by this SKU number, and then provide me the locations of this information, and the AI will create a spreadsheet, and all I do is go through that spreadsheet by A to Z, and it just makes it easier. So I'm not jumping from one to another. I'm just staying in one section. So if there's 20 cards from A1, which is box one, then I'll stay on box one. I don't have to jump to box three and box four. I stay at that one box till everything is been fulfilled. I have removed all the stuff that need to be pulled from that order. So it makes it a lot easier. So it's a little trick that I do when it comes to pulling orders. It's very much an instant when it comes to pulling it with AI. Just telling AI work. I'm not saying it's instant to pull the order off the shelf, but it's just that it's a lot easier when I'm just sitting on one area where I'm not jumping from one to another. That's kind of where we had struggle with our inventory in the past is when we were just jumping from one section to section just to get one or two items, and it's just super tedious, not very efficient at all. And that's one of the things that I always remind myself when it comes to innovating is how can I make things efficient. I like building things, and that is kind of one of the main reasons why I truly enjoy this business because I can always be creative every time and just looking at a way to improve my store. How can I better myself when it comes to pulling orders and stuff like that? But yeah, so it's a little rant about high pull orders. All right, so all the reverse hollows is done. Yeah, see how quick that was? And that's about at least 500 cards right there. So that's super easy. So few reverse hollows. All of these are pretty much pitch black and phantasmal flame. Perfect orders, chaos rising. Stuff that I usually stay away from, but we're gonna keep them and we'll work with them for now. So we listed all of our hollows today, which is super nice. We listed about 1,000 cards, 970 something cards. That's pretty good, and a lot of them were Ascendant Hero and others. All right, that's pretty goddamn good. We got the last thing that we need to work with, which is the hollows. We got a few hollows to work with. So they're not too many. It's like 100 here, so pretty easy to work with. Here we got. It's been a while since I've been in here on Twitch. It's been forever. It's crazy. I had a check from Twitch about a month ago, and I'm like, oh man, where did that came from? I just remembered. It's crazy. But yeah, that's super. Right now, I'm using this just to stay accounted for, just some sort of way for me to remind myself while I'm doing this. Sometimes I get very demotivated. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but I get very demotivated throughout the day. Just kind of just sits. Once I pull orders, I just sit still and just watch YouTube videos or whatever it might be. Always on the hunt for like new content for like business and stuff like that. I just get thrown off and I don't end up doing the thing that I said I was gonna do. So I think live streaming has definitely helped and improved when it comes to like I need to get things done. Why not just live stream it and keep myself accounted for what I said I was gonna do? So I was doing this on YouTube for a little bit, and I was like, I've decided, you know what? I'm gonna go back to Twitch because that's where all my nerd homies are hanging out, and that's the history of it and why I'm here. And I can always upload my stream after once I'm done to YouTube anyway. So there's no point of me um, just live streaming on YouTube. I think YouTube is more of a video based. Um, you can go back and watch this and just kind of listen to what I was talking about, which is good for me too. I could go back and listen to what I was talking about and stuff like that. And nothing fancy on my stream. I think we're running at 1080 at 60 FPS. That's 6,000 megabytes. So audio is probably going to be crappy because I'm using my phone audio. So nothing fancy, man. Again, I usually take advantage of these type of clips just to edit a little short little clip for my Instagram, but nothing else more. I do miss being here, man. I used to nerd out here all the time on Twitch, man. To have a lot of good friends here. Used to hang out and talk story with. Everybody kind of just moved on, man. Everybody kind of have their own thing going on now. So we got to do the same thing. We're not getting younger and younger. But it doesn't mean I don't nerd out, man. I'm still a nerd to the heart, man. So I'm still gonna play games and stuff. I'll play games here and there as well. To be honest, there hasn't been any good game lately. I can't think of one good game that I could say. Power World maybe because I love the grind, and the PvP server has been very fun on Power World. So there's that. I don't know shooter games. Oh man, all the games that I have played last couple of months have been very turn off. Big turn off. All right, so we got some Japanese. We usually have a Japanese section here to dump the Japanese card, but I know where it is. It's right here. I don't remember what DP stands for. Different languages. All right, well that's the end of that. Probably gonna do this again tomorrow. Just come here and do an hour stream, and then edit this little short little clip to talk about random topic on my Instagram. But thanks again. Peace out, y'all.